Hello, it's Elaina Strongbow from SodaTutorials.com, Elena's main game name, and today I'm in as Eleanor, creating another video in the new player guide series. Smaller videos, more specific or focused on a mechanic or different aspect of the game. Now, one of the things you may cross your head is, people asking getting into the game, is the game PvP? Can a player just come up and kill me? The answer generally is no. It is not PvP. It's only you can only go into a PvP mode in a consensual, something you've consented to doing. And there's a couple ways to do it. There are some areas in the game that if you go into, it is a PvP zone. So if you go in, you're in PvP mode. That means anybody can kill anybody all they want. It will warn you. It'll pop up saying, this is a PvP zone, blah, blah, blah. Do you want to continue forward? So you won't just randomly be put into there. So there's that way. There's also, if you're in a party and you've got, someone in there who's marked for PvP, he's flagged for PvP, and you heal him or res him, if you do that, it will actually warn you. Say, if you do this, you're going to be marked PvP as well. This is to prevent a PvP player to coming in like to a zone with a party of 8, and he's got 8 people who can't be hit healing him while he's fighting. If you heal or blood or do something to benefit that person, you can become PvP as well. And you'll see it. Your name will be up here where it says your name. It'll say in brackets PvP. Now the other way is you can flag, which means I can go into the game, go into the Oracle, which we haven't really explained or talked about. We can go into the Oracle and say, I want you to remove my protection from me and let me be in a PvP mode. Now I'm outside of Soultown here, and there is an Outlander Welcome Center here. Right outside of it. So I'm going to go into here. There is an Oracle Confirmatory. That's the right word. It's the Oracle House. The Oracle Hut. That's what I call it. You'll notice it. It's a white building with some red glowing eyes on it. You can't miss it. So whenever you see this building, you'll know that there's an interface with the Oracle. You can talk to the mechanical representation of the Oracle in there. You've seen the Oracle. When you first started in the game, when you're in all ethereal and stuff, you went and talked to the Oracle and it gave you direction. So you're going to go back and visit that. So you can see the Oracle Hut right here. So let me get over there. And there's the Oracle Eyes. I call it the Oracle Hut. Here we go. And I'm going to come in and double click on that. Welcome, Eleanor. I see you have taken your first steps on the path of truth. This will ultimately lead you to the Titan Boreas, and you will learn that truth can be a source of great strength and great terror, both for humanity and those not of your species. Your destiny awaits you. I'm here to guide you. Ah, thanks. Put that in there. See if he says anything. On that subject, I know nothing. So, if you come in here, you can say, what is it? Is it protection? I think is the keyword. Here it is. You may have already heard of the prophecy about the arrival of other worlds such as yourself. Due to the potential impact in the world that they represent, I have provided you all some semblance of protection, which blocks you from being attacked from one another. You're not PvP. I can remove these protections. Just ask me to remove protections. So I'm going to click on that. Now, if you notice, I'm marked as PvP. So, that means if another person comes in as PvP, yeah, they can choose to fight me. It's just there. What does that really mean? I mean, how dangerous is that? What's going to happen? Am I going to walk outside the door and get killed? Probably not. I'm in the Outlander Welcome Center. If I did, I'd kind of giggle and laugh. So, oh, by the way, this Outlander Center, a couple different stuff, like welcome, here's this dude, I buy resources. If you're out there adventuring, he'll buy these things for good prices. So much better than the normal vendor prices in there. So if you got wood, I didn't say that, or maple or beetle carapaces or cotton or whatnot, he will collect it, they will buy them from you. It's a cool little place to visit, just it's kind of a helping stop. Got some basic vendors on here, got some information up here. But so I'm out here now. I'm in PvP mode, and I'm actually hoping if I can get killed, that'd be great. Actually, let's show this. If you hit the period on your numpad, you can bring up the price of the Oracle. If you get killed, that's the first question I have. What happens when I get killed? Let's say 2 people go out and battle it and I lose. What will happen? A gravestone will drop down, and a couple things are going to pop into that gravestone that is available for the other person to take. One is a body part. could be my hand, it could be my jawbone, it could be my skull. So one of those pieces is going to be on the gravestone. 2, anything that's a stackable item, a piece of item that's in your stuff. If I look in here, here's some worms, or my wolf surprise, or my garlic butter. I could lose one of these stacks. Okay, so let's pretend I lost my skull and I lost my garlic butter. So I lose a body part, I lose a stackable item, and then you'll lose one piece of equipable item. Anything that can be equipped. These are all equipable pieces here. I could lose one of these. Or if I'm looking on my thing, maybe I doubt I could lose these. These are they have no value, so these aren't losable. So I could lose one of these. So a body part, a stackable item, and an equipable item. Now it goes onto the gravestone, and here's what happens. The Oracle will assess a price to it, and you can pay that price as a ransom. Let's say it's 100 gold pieces or 1,000 gold pieces, whatever it is. You could pay 1,000 gold pieces to get those items, and the 1,000 gold pieces will go to the winner of the fight. Or you can say, well, no, it's a bunch of crap you got. I don't really care, and just let it go and just let them take it. Now, that's just the basics of it. There's a risk reward. If you kill someone, you can get some stuff. If you die, you can lose your stuff. So how does it pick it? I mean, how does it come through and pick which one? It's a random pick. So there are different techniques to help insure yourself if you're doing that. One of the things is the idea of a PvP bag, a bag of stuff. Literally lightweight stuff that if you put a lot of it in there, the chances of it picking one of those is more. So for example, I could put a bag that has 75 lemons in it and 75 cheesy cotton gloves. Lemons are stackable items. Cotton gloves are equipable items. And so I'd have 150 things in there, 75 of each. So I'd lose a body part. But if I look at my inventory now, 75 lemons versus I've got these 3 items here. 75, these 3. Likely I'm going to lose the 75, and I don't care about it. So I've kind of insured myself. So the more crap you put on your body, the more likely that crap is what's going to be given to the player. So it's kind of a general insurance thing on there. The other thing you can do is this concept. I got 100 worms. Let's say my worms are precious to me. I love my worms. Don't take my worms. I need my worms. I'm being facetious there. I'm going to hold down I think it's the control key. I'm taking the control key and dragging one down. Now if you look at this, I'm just holding down the control key and dragging one. I'm creating single worms in the inventory. Here's the best part. They weigh nothing. The 100 worms weighs almost 1 stone or 1 pound, but if I separate out, they weigh nothing. This is a great stackable item, or I'm sorry, stackable item to put in your bag. Literally, put a bag filled with 100 worms, which are dirt cheap to get. Literally, it's probably a couple hundred coins if you're not mining them out there, and separate them into stacks of 1. Now, if I were to die right now, the likelihood of this is actually less than getting one of these, so it'll probably take a worm. So, if you prepare yourself and put things in place like this, it makes it a lot easier to die. Say, okay, yeah, I died, so what? Take those. I'm not going to pay any money for that. Now, people if they take your hand bone or jawbone and say, yeah, take it. Some people don't like to lose their skull, because then you can display their skull of, Elaina Strongbow. I don't want my skull out there. So maybe they'll pay for that money to get their skull back if that was one of the pieces. But PvP isn't, I said, people are very terrified of it. I don't want to do that. I want to run around to it. This is a very exciting aspect of it. You're going out mining, you're going out running around in the world doing stuff. Sometimes the excitement of the hunt, you see someone, maybe you want to go fight after them, or they want to come fight after you. It's just kind of cool. You're running around chasing or being chased. It's a fun aspect of the game. But it's also a great aspect to learn the mechanics of fighting. The best way to learn how to PvP fight is to fight. Get in there and fight. What level do you have to be a PvP fighter? You can be whatever level you want. Eleanor is brand new, and now she's in PvP mode. So I literally right now can run around and get killed. Now, I know over in Soul Town, Alpha 9 was in there. So I'm going to go back over there. He may pick... I don't know if he knows me directly. But I want to go see if he's in there. But it's just an aspect of the game. It's just another aspect of the game. Personally, I don't think it's something to be that fearful of. A lot of people say, no, I don't want to lose my stuff. I don't want to lose it. I got this great sword of uber killing. Great, So load up your bag so you're not afraid about losing one of the parts. And if you do lose one of the parts, to be honest, if it's it sounds big when you're younger. If it's 1,000 gold pieces or 2,000 gold pieces, who cares? We all have enough money to typically at that level. We're caring that much about it to pay for it. So I don't know if Alpha 9 is still down there. I'm going to go into Soul Town. But I am literally marked as PvP now. So literally anybody can, who's also marked it, can attack me. So I'm living life dangerously. I'm kind of making light of it. Honestly, I'm intentionally making light of it. It's not that big of a deal. Dying when you're not in PvP mode isn't a big deal. Yeah, if you set yourself up, dying while you're in PvP mode isn't a big deal anyway. And to be honest, in the younger things outside of the towns, there's no one going to be hanging out. There's no super uber PvPer going to hang out in the Outlander Center. One other thing I want to talk to you about: seeing the PvP, someone else running into zone with another PvP person in there, does not mean you're going to end up in a fight. I've been running around with Elaina for the last 2 to 3 weeks, flagged, and I've literally walked into zones as a person there. I'm playing around with a new guy in the guild. There was another PvPer there, and I kind of waved, said hello. The guy waved back, said, "Hey, love your videos." That was it. Knew me, didn't want to attack. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, cool, I'm helping out a new player. And they're very respectful of it. There are some people that says, no, if you're in PvP mode, I'm going to kill you. It just depends on the person. I know I was out with my guild, and Fred Hunter's watching. I think Core was watching Marquee Dragon on one of the areas, and Core came in. I didn't realize that at first. Came in and wrecked Marquee. I mean, literally just wrecked him. And then the other guy started attacking him. He started wrecking him, and I'm like, yeah, he's going to wreck everybody. I literally just stood there for a second, and he literally killed everybody. He comes up to me and he waves. He says, hello. I'm like, hey, I got a lot of crap because I didn't fight it. I'm like, fight for what? It was Core. I mean, just what? So I go and die? He didn't loot anybody. He just kind of sat there and did it. But he just did it. He's just more kind of messing with people. Didn't loot their stones. He was just having fun with it. Is Alpha 9 here? No, he's not. Not out there. If you hit the 0 key, the 0 key will be, this is your friend. You've got to do this in PvP mode. Will tell you the people that are in the zone. If you see a person with a question mark, that's a PvP person. It won't tell you what the name is. It doesn't want to kind of give away the hint on it. So if I see that someone pop up in a question mark, that would be someone that's in there. But here I'm in Soul Town, running around, not doing anything, and I'm in no danger. I'll go hide in the potty if someone comes in to see me. Here. It's the chicken house. So I'm hiding out here on the toilet. Hopefully no one's gonna come kill me. Now I can't lose these outfits because these were 0 value items. You won't lose 0 value items. Something you bought in the store that like this or got as a reward. I can't lose these. You will never lose them. If I bought something in the store and salvaged, you got the pattern and then took a piece of equipment and patterned it. That has value, and I can lose that, and I would lose my pattern with it as well. So be careful with that. Understand the basics of it. Understand, what it is. Here's the good bonus. If I'm in an area that is, like I go out and go adventuring, I get a bonus. I forgot it was 10 or 25%. It's 10% bonus on the XP I gain. So you get a reward just by being in PvP mode. You get a bonus on the experience you gain. So it's not a big thing. It really isn't. It's one of those things that I'd rather have, if you're still unsure, I'd rather have you talk to me or go on Twitch, talk to Oxnull. You'll see Oxnull TV. Kigu Starfish, which is Core. Kigu Starfish, Starfish. Salad, if he's on. Who else is on there? If Job is ever back in from PUBG, Job is another one that's out there. Job Gamers. They'll tell you all about it. It's not that bad, and they can tell you this and tell you what to do with it. Ox is really good to see. He has a very special backpack he creates for PvPers. He's been working on it. It's a cool PvP backpack. It's an Ox Null trading pack, or it's a null trading PvP pack. Yeah, it's just get rid of the stigma around it. It's not a big deal. And you know what? I think it adds a really fun element. And you know what? And the more people are doing it in the game, I think a lot more fun it would be. Have people running around just having fun. And if you want to take a break from a bit and you say, okay, I just want to go to resource, I don't want to deal with it for a bit, go back to the Oracle and say protection and have her put it back on and come out of PvP mode. You don't have to live it forever. So this one should have a lot of comments and questions on it, especially if you're a new player. If you do, you can reach out in the game. Otherwise, comment on the video, thumbs up or thumbs down. It's Elaina Strongbow from SodaTutorials.com, and as Eleanor, hiding in the toilet. At the end of this video is going to pop up, previous one in the series. Below that's a link to the SodaTutorials.com website, what I've been doing, what I will be doing, picture of me in the fairy wigs. If you're liking the content, please click on that and subscribe to the channel. Take care. Have a good day.